Welcome to the Nintendo Wiretap. My name is Amiibo Jason, and on today's episode we have loads of Nintendo news to cover, and some anniversaries too. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Alright, coming in at number 1 today, I want to talk about my favorite story of the day, and that is the brand new First for Figures Luigi's Mansion statue that's coming out later this year. Now, if you've ever heard of First for Figures, you probably know just how amazing their statues are. And today we get our very first look at the Luigi's Mansion 3 statue. Now, this statue comes in 3 variants. A standard edition that includes just Luigi, a collector's edition that includes Polterpup and a number of LED light-up features, and an exclusive edition on the First for Figures website that comes with an authentication card in a special premium box. Now, the fanciest edition runs for about $115, which isn't that bad, especially considering how much First for Figures have gone for in the past. But if you want to pick one of these up, pre-orders are live right now, and they're supposedly coming out this year, at the end of 2019. And I'm gonna just be completely honest, I am very, very tempted to pick this one up, especially the one with the Polterpup. It's just absolutely amazing. I love the idea that it just lights up, and it's just a really cool statue to have. Now, I've never owned a First for Figures statue in the past, but I've seen them at conventions, I've had friends pick these up, so I know just how amazing these are. So I'm really curious if you're gonna be picking this thing up, if you have any desire to snag one of these, or if you have a First for Figures in your collection already. Let me know your thoughts on this, or if you have one, let me know your thoughts on First for Figures in the comments down below. Alright, really quickly, speaking of Luigi's Mansion 3, I do want to call this out real quick because on this channel in the past, I've brought up how amazing Steelbooks are, and for some reason in the US, we just don't seem to get them anywhere near as much as other regions, at least for the Nintendo Switch. But, thankfully for us, the good folks at Play Asia have put up their stock of Luigi's Mansion 3 Steelbook editions, and you can get them right now. Now, at this point, if you do want to pick this up, it is a bit more expensive, but if you're like me and have a massive Steelbook collection and just need to get this one for your collection too, this is probably your best bet. Now, if you want to pick this up, I have a link to it in the description down below, and you can save 5% by using the code NINWIRE at checkout. Alright, story number 3 today. Dr. Kawashima's brain training is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch in Europe, but unfortunately, it's not coming in the US. At least, it hasn't been announced as of yet. Now, you might remember this, at the end of September, Brain Training was announced to be coming to the Nintendo Switch in Japan, but for some strange reason this wasn't confirmed to be coming out in the US or Europe, but at least one of these regions is getting it. Unfortunately, it's not the US, but if you're in Europe, congratulations, you're getting Brain Training very, very soon. Now, this announcement was made by a brand new trailer on the official Nintendo UK YouTube channel, so if you want to watch that, I have a link to that in the description down below as well. And it also looks like the stylus is coming as well, so that's always a plus. I'm not sure how you would play this game without it, but still, it's nice to have confirmation. Now, if you do want to pick this up, it's coming out on January 3rd, 2020. Now, like I said before, stay tuned. We're going to let you know as soon as this thing is confirmed for the US. I can't imagine this not getting a US release, but at this point, we just have to wait for confirmation. Stay tuned. Alright, coming up next, we have some new Pokemon anime characters to show off, which is kind of cool. I'm still a fan of the Pokemon anime. I've been watching it since I was 10 years old. I have a daughter who likes Pokemon too, so it's fun to watch it with her. So it's cool to see we have some new characters coming very, very soon. Now, the good folks at Cerebi have reported that there is a place called the Sakuragi Laboratory, which is situated in Kanto's Vermilion City, and it's home to, of course, Lieutenant Surge and the SS Anne. Now, this laboratory is essentially home of the famous Professor Sakuragi and his 10-year-old daughter, Koharu. Now, it also appears that Koharu has her very own Yamper, which is kind of cool to see. Now, chances are we're going to see different names in the US, but at this point, these are the Japanese names. I'm hoping I didn't butcher them too much, but if you're a fan of the anime, you have a lot to look forward to with this new season. So, if you're unfamiliar, the new season of Pokemon is going to take place all around the Pokemon world, not just in one region. So I'm really excited to see just how this one is going to play out. Stay tuned. Alright, real quick, I did mention we have some anniversaries, so I do want to call these out because they're 2 of my favorite games ever. Now, the first one, it's the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VI in the US. Final Fantasy VI is my absolute favorite Final Fantasy, and that is saying a lot. Because I am a massive Final Fantasy fan, I have every game, I've played every game in the series, but Final Fantasy VI really holds a special place in my heart. There's something about knowing it's the last sprite-based Final Fantasy, at least the main series, and it's just an absolutely heartbreaking and amazing game at the same time. An amazing cast of characters, and it's hard for me to even convey to you what this game means to me. So, if you've never picked up a Final Fantasy game, or you've never picked up Final Fantasy VI, make sure to check out the article that we put up today. We essentially looked back at the history of Final Fantasy VI and let you know why we think it's one of the best RPGs of all time. Now, speaking of RPGs, another anniversary, it is the 15th anniversary of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Now, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door released on the GameCube 15 years ago, and it's really a fun RPG. It's witty, it's funny, it's got absolutely amazing writing, and the characters are just absolutely delightful. Once again, we put out a pretty long article on this one too, essentially saying what Paper Mario means to us. Once again, I have that article in the description down below. Alright folks, that's going to wrap up tonight's episode of the Nintendo Wiretap. If you're looking for even more Nintendo news and talk, the second episode of the Nintendo Wirecast is up right now. It's on iTunes and Spotify, and it's going to be right here on the Nintendo Wire YouTube channel in video format tomorrow morning, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys soon with yet another episode, but as always, until then, stay wired in. Bye guys.